My tale of running begins in 1996 when I earned the title United States Marine 20 years ago. I kept at it off and on, and about 4 years ago decided to try a Tough Mudder when I turned 35 to see if I still got it. I never thought I'd enjoy distance running, but my aunt asked me to run a half marathon, which was my first, with her in New Mexico in 2014. She has a goal to run one in every state. I did it, and I liked the challenge. Before the race, I had a singlet made. It said running is 50% mental, 50% physical, and then on the back it said 50% guts, which was a Yogi Berra-ism. My wife called me a dumbass, but I'm sure both people that got the joke thought it was funny. So after I got out of the Marine Corps in 2000, I got a degree in construction management and have been working as a project manager ever since. There's something to be said for the training you do as a runner, how it relates to the construction field and probably a lot of other disciplines, the jobs that we do every day. There's the same push, the perseverance. You're tired, you're ready to be done with this task or this project, but there's more to do. You regroup, you push on. Being successful in my field is about endurance. And running has helped me when it comes to seemingly insurmountable tasks. A big proposal, an impossible schedule, difficult people. So my son was born in September of 2004, my pride and joy. I was hooked. I loved everything about him and fatherhood. As a former Cub Scout, a ball player, and a veteran, I was overjoyed to start all these activities with him. And he was a perfect baby. He hardly cried. He thrived with the routine, which we tribute to my wife because she was a stay-at-home mom and just great with him. But he seemed to be developing as he should. I used to carry his baby carrier in front of me just so I could look at his sweet little face. But for the most part, he was nonverbal. He used to bring he'd come upstairs, we were still in bed. He'd bring a sippy cup and a gallon of milk upstairs. Rather than ask for some milk, he'd bring it up there, all the way up the stairs. We got him into a school program, pre-K, and it helped a lot with development, his skills, and socialization. But my hopes for a quarterback or a star second baseman were dashed. If you've never read the poem, Welcome to Holland, you should read that. Draw on it when you need strength in times like that. It's about people that took a trip. They thought they were going to Italy. They packed for it. They prepared. They got the language book. And then there was a change in plans. Their plane landed in Holland, and they're disappointed. They realize they don't know the language. They didn't pack for this. They didn't prepare for it. But then they come to find out that Holland is beautiful too. And then you learn all the beautiful things about this new place. So look that up if you get a chance. It's really good. So my son is into weather, fire alarms. As in the construction field, I've taken him to several fire final tests, and for me it's like my ace in the hole, because I'm like, hey, they get a kick out of this kid that knows almost more than they do. So I'm guaranteed to pass whenever he comes. But he likes school buses. My wife was just telling my cousins that he wanted us to get a school bus for the family vehicle several years ago. And also elevators. There's on YouTube, there's videos. There's a guy named Andrew Reams that lives in Roanoke, and he posts videos, and there's a whole community of people on the spectrum, and they love elevators. So I've had to learn to change my expectations and appreciate the things that are important to him. But in hindsight, I wouldn't take my son any other way. As a preteen, we're facing new struggles, and we're learning to cope along with helping him socially. Last year, I became involved with a veterans group, and my friend Roy put the idea in my head that I could run a marathon. He's bigger than me. I weigh 230. I'm not a typical marathon runner, but he's done over a dozen marathons and a few ultras, and he made me think I could do it. So this past March, I did the Baton Memorial March in White Sand, New Mexico, and That was 26.2, so I felt confident I could do the distance. And I wanted to sign up as soon as I could. Back in April, a hero of mine, Sergeant and Medal of Honor recipient Dakota Meyer, was speaking at a luncheon in San Antonio, and I got to meet him. And I got to talking to him. I told him I signed up, or I wanted to sign up for the Marine Corps Marathon, but there's a lottery, so I didn't know if I'd get in. And he said, well, I tell you what, if you don't get in, let me know. I could probably pull some strings. But instead, I decided to save that for a rainy day if I was like trapped in an alley and needed to get out by helicopter. But I was eager to see if I'd get an entry in the lottery. But I partnered with the group that made the most sense and was near and dear to my heart, which is OR. I've raised a lot of money. Most of it came from donations from my subcontractors, and it just shows that they believe in me, they believe in the cause, because we all have our page we create, and I sent that link out, and it's just been a good experience, and it's helped me accomplish the goal of raising awareness and understanding from others, in addition to raising funds. I'm privileged to be here, and I know I can do this from a physical standpoint. I'm running for autism and all those that don't yet have a voice in their strife, those who have it harder than we do. So, thanks.